Hi guys, I'm back again today with why do Americans drive automatic transmission and Europe don't? So we're gonna find out why. Very curious. So before we do start, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell button, and let's find out.
I learned to drive with my mother's Mini, and when I turned 18 I went to get my driving licence. It was a manual transmission car, like 90% of all cars in Belgium, where I live. When I turned 20, my father said I should drive his car to the restaurant we were heading for my birthday dinner. It was an automatic transmission car. A whole new world opened to me. I don't have to shift gears anymore. My left leg is free. Wow! I didn't think about it too much, as I thought it was something additional, a luxury on a higher end car to have like the Mercedes that my father had. 6 months later, I found a company for my international internship in the land of opportunity. Okay, sorry about that. A buddy of mine and I rented a car for the first 2 weeks, and the only option available, automatic transmission. Well, okay, no problem. I drove it once, I thought, and we got it. Later on, we bought an old 1991 Toyota Celica GT with automatic transmission. Well, that's odd, we thought. An old car with automatic transmission? In my mind, I'm still associating automatic transmission being for luxury cars, so I couldn't place it well. 1 month later, during my internship, my boss asks to get something and I could use his car. When he hands over the keys, he says, "Can you drive a manual transmission?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, I've got my license." And then he responded, "But this is the States, man. Not everyone can drive it." It got me thinking, what does he mean? Are Americans bad drivers? When I arrived back in the office, I asked my colleagues what kind of transmission they have in their car, and all of them answered with automatic. I was shocked to hear it. And when I said, in Europe most of us drive manual transmission, one colleague responded, "Why would you? Automatic is easy. Why would anyone take the harder option?" I went away and did some research and found out the following information. In Europe, 80% of all new cars are manual transmissions, where in the States it's around 5%. An automatic car is, generally speaking, 1,000 to 2,000 euros more expensive. The taxes on cars are very high, especially in West Europe and Scandinavian countries, where taxes can be up to 150%, so getting an automatic over there is a huge amount of extra money you'd pay. In most European countries, you pay an additional tax on the engine size and horsepower, which pushes the manufacturers into the smaller and lighter cars section, like an Audi A1 3-cylinder 1 litre, where in the US people tend to get 3-litre V6 or V8 engines. Automatic transmission is heavier than manual, making your car weigh more, which causes more fuel consumption, which is a big no-no for Europeans because the gas prices are significantly higher there. For example, in the US a litre, where 1 litre is 0.264 gallons of gasoline, is about 0.81 USD. In Belgium it's 1.62, UK it's 1.64, and Italy it's 1.84. Driving a manual car is harder, and you need to regulate the clutch properly or you will consume more fuel, which in proportion gets higher if you drive a V6 or V8 US car instead of a V4 Euro car. The maintenance and repair costs of automatic cars are also higher compared with the manual. Europe has a dynamic topography. The continent is dominated by narrower roads, hilly areas, crowded cities and bumpy terrains. Driving through the roads of Europe thus calls for ultimate driving experience with manual transmissions. Moving the gears up and down is more common when driving through the countryside area. Hence, manual offers seamless acceleration around the corners. To summarise, the differences are mostly economical and geographical reasons, not really the way how people like to drive. What do you think will happen in the future? Will the trend keep on going, or will we see a change because of electrical vehicles? Let me know in the comments, and if you liked the video, please drop a like, and if you disliked it, then drop a dislike.
Okay. So I was waiting for that to end. I think in the future it's gonna be automatic since most of the cars are being manufactured as such. But I like the in-depth explanation to why Europe chooses manual versus automatic because I never knew that. I just thought, you know, why learn automatic when you can learn the hard way so that it's easier for you to drive a manual at least you know both, right? So that's what I was thinking. Like they teach their children the harder way so that it's easier for them to drive the automatic if it comes to it, right? Something of that nature. And I just thought America was just lazy, so they go for automatic. But the fact that he broke it down and gave us the geographical, economical, environmental explanation, it actually makes so much sense. But my question is, why does his boss have a manual? I mean, it's probably preference as well. Maybe it's cheaper for him, right? I was just answering my question. So, if you were wondering, here in the Philippines, it's half and half. I feel like more recently people are getting automatic, but when I like during my high school, yeah, during my high school times, most cars were manual, and nowadays it's automatic that people will learn to drive. Because during my days, right, and even back when we go driving school, we would learn manual. We would learn manual. Um, for my generation, I felt like we found it even harder to drive automatic. Um, but in this coming generation, in this generation now, kids do learn manual. So it's kind of like transitioning into I mean, automatic, sorry. Kids are learning automatic now. I feel like we're transitioning into that now as a country. So if you would come here and ask what do you drive, or if you look at the shift, you would see that most of the time you will find. I mean, half of the time you'll find automatic, and half of the time you'll see manual. I feel like public transportations are obviously mostly manual, and then most of the younger generation cars you will see are automatic. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, thank you guys, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.